The House just passed two controversial bills that queer supporters say will harm the transgender community.
To several bills in the Iowa legislature they say discriminate against the LGBTQ community.
Stopping gender-affirming health care for youth.
A bill calling for the U.S. Supreme Court to revise a decision that legalized gay marriage.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Do y'all ever get tired of being on the wrong side of history? It was bigotry then, it's bigotry now.
They say the world is on fire. Laws banning our names, cameras watching our bathrooms, algorithms erasing our faces. But we've always known how to survive the burn. We don't just endure, we create. And in New York City, this chaotic, ruthless, but powerful place, we've built sanctuaries out of baselines and block parties, soft glances and sharpened liner, poetry, presence, and prayer. We are the architects of our own protection. And when everything outside of us threatens to collapse, we turn inward, to community, to art, to joy.
Black queer joy, it just looks like you expressing you and you truly being yourself, not hiding who you are around certain people. You're not keeping yourself in a shell, you're not keeping yourself in your house. Although it's comforting, it's very comforting, but it's not good for you.
Black queer joy feels like I'm running down the street butt naked. It's just so amazing. Like,
It feels like an angel caressing your soul. That's what it feels like. Definitely just like being in a space where it's just Black queer people, where you can share your experiences.
In 2024 alone, over 540 anti-LGBTQ+ bills were introduced across the US. Healthcare stripped, rights reversed, names censored. But oppression doesn't stop creation. It dares it. Because for Black, queer, and trans people, creativity isn't decoration. It's declaration. And joy is a jailbreak.
Chosen family means to me having the people that you know you need in your life, and you being able to have access to their lives. I think it's all about seeing each other, like really seeing each other, more than just how the world perceives us. We're looking farther into the person, acknowledging that and supporting them in any which way that they can.
Black people were once beaten for dancing on plantations. Our rhythm was labeled defiance. Even now, joy is treated as excess, something we must earn, something too loud, too much. But we know the truth. Black queer joy is inherently political. Not because it protests, but because it exists. We create the spaces we were never given. And sometimes those spaces look like clinics. Sometimes they look like dance floors. Sometimes they sound like a song that knows your name. Because art doesn't always hang in galleries. Sometimes it vibrates through the body like a bass drop. Sometimes it's a beat that says, "You made it another day. Let's dance anyway." In a world that would rather us be tragic, our sound becomes testimony. Not all resistance wears a slogan. Some of it wears headphones. Some of it sounds like a synth in softness and swagger.
Art plays a big role in my life because I've used it almost as a coping mechanism. It's helped me build up my wisdom, still building my wisdom to this day. It helps me with my brain function because brain fog and stuff like that. helps me give advice to my friends if they need it. I'm a big poetry lover, so I love doing poetry. It's one thing that you'll always probably catch me doing is writing.
Being who I am, there was a period of time when I wasn't making the music that, you know, I identified with. I wasn't too confident in my queerness, and I just did a lot of soul searching in the year of 2024. And you know, I was making a lot of music, and I noticed in my own music, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, they think that artists know everything when they're making their music, but I started noticing I was telling a lot of my truth of what I've been through, like heartbreaks, infatuation, and you know, I started putting all the pieces together, and then that's when I started releasing my music, and I created a whole project about my identity and faith as a gay man.
Art has always been important to me. I was named after Maya Angelou, and that was like instilled in my head from like a young age. I grew up, you know, in the arts. It was like my way to like cope with life, because life been hard since I came out the womb, right? So I would write, I would draw, I would dance, I would make music, I would sing.
They want our stories to begin with pain and end in silence. But we don't follow their script. We write our own, in cursive, in chords, in color, in kinship. We are the softest thing and the sharpest thing. That's power. That's presence, which is a protest in itself.
Many places in Manhattan and Hell's Kitchen, you could see LGBT queer folks walking around everywhere, and like so safe, so free. Like, it's just amazing. Like, wow, I love it.
We are beat makers and caregivers, ballroom legends and basement poets. We are the girls on the mic, the boys in glitter, the ones who don't check boxes but become them. And even when we don't mean to start a revolution, our joy starts one anyway. This is Sanctuary. Not a place, but a practice, a chorus, a community, a refusal to disappear.